Manza Media.
Why? I mean, his voice. Without further ado, let's just dive in. Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. I mean, why? Why did I pick it up? I mean, just because I thought this is such a classic record. You know, you gotta know how to hold them. Just because I saw him in a commercial a couple years back, you know, just because, you know, that's such a famous song and you see this all the time. I see this all the time in the dollar bins. Is that why? Why did I pick up The Gambler? I don't know a single song on this album. I never play this album. I look at it every time. I look at my collection in the late 70s section. But I just felt I had to pick it up because, you know, you gotta have The Gambler. If you got a record collection, you gotta have this. And it was a fairly clean copy, fairly new looking, fairly good shape. So I went ahead and bought it for $1. Up next, this may trigger some fans of the Alan Parsons project, but why do I have iRobot? I never listened to it. I listened to it once to give it a shot and say, what is the hype about? I see this all the time. The electronic side of production, when it came to synthesizers, etc. But why do I need iRobot? I wanted to find out why I needed iRobot, and I listened to it, and it just did not hit me. It went right over my head. It did not impact my soul and my heart and my mind even on any level. But I still have it. Maybe I'll give it another shot and we'll see what I think of it. Don't know why I have it. Next up, we've got Foreigner. I picked this up, I think, because of the song I Want to Know What Love Is. Yeah, that's the reason I picked this up. Foreigner label. I don't know. Not a huge Foreigner fan at all. I don't really like that mid-80s hair metal, that soft rock metal vibe. You know, it's. I have to be in a very certain mood sometimes to play this, but I'm never gonna spin this. I don't care about any of the other tracks other than I Want to Know What Love Is. I should have just bought the 45, you know, a single. Why is that in my collection? It doesn't fit at all. Michael Bolton, his voice, that's why. You see him in commercials, singing, belting his heart out. He's got a great voice, he does. But I mean, I see this album, and again, it was in good shape, good condition. I saw it was cheap, boom, bought it. So I did play this a number of times when I first got it, I remember. But did it stick with me? Do I remember these songs from The Hunger? No, I do not. But I still have it. And I'll keep it because he's good. His voice is good. Michael Bolton, though? It's those 80s, like, one-hit wondery people. Like, why do I have them? Because I should just get 45s of these people. Throwing it back to the rage of disco, we've got ABBA's greatest hits. The Magic of ABBA. Pristine gatefold, if I do say so. Really, really nice. Cleaned it, gave it a sleeve. Why? A Dancing Queen? Is that why I needed this? Waterloo? I don't know. Fernando? Is that why I got this? I do like that song, Fernando. But ABBA doesn't fit my collection. I don't love disco. I got some Bee Gees, but I don't love that whole scene too much. We need to round out the collection with the ABBA. You know, what if this is for sale someday and they don't see ABBA? This is gonna be worth nothing, this collection. So that's why I got ABBA, I guess. Next up is a little more of a deep cut, and I got it based on the cover alone. John Entwistle's Whistle Rhymes. I bought it on the cover alone. I liked I'm a children's illustrator, children's books. I saw this cover, liked it, enjoyed it, looked cool, looked interesting, thought it was gonna be great. It's not for me. I love like early Who tracks from Entwistle, like Boris the Spider, for example. Like the Who was great. I like the Who a lot, but Whistle Rhymes, it went right over my head. Just truth be told, you can't judge a book by its cover at all. Up next is a little bit of a sentimental piece. And this is a kicker for most people, because most people love this guy, but you know, it just doesn't fit in my collection at all. Again, that like disco-y, ballady, big production of Barry Manilow. My mom loves him. I figured maybe she'd come over one day, we'll play Barry Manilow and reminisce a little bit. But am I spinning Barry Manilow at any given time? I am not. Otherwise, this is a great copy of Barry Manilow's greatest hits. I don't know why I have this other than the sentimental my mom aspect of me and my mom loving Barry Manilow. Any of his hits don't really hit me on a personal deep level and do not fit in my collection. And that is my not guilty pleasures, but why do you have that? Why do we have this? Steph a couple months ago was looking at my collection. It's like, why have you got Born to Run? Why have you got Born in the USA? Why do you have Springsteen? Because I don't listen to Springsteen. I'm not really a Springsteen guy, but I have them because you know, you feel like you have to. You gotta have Springsteen. He's the boss. You know, I gotta round out my collection. This is a good copy. I like I'm on Fire. I like that song. But again, I should have just gotten singles of a lot of these songs instead of albums. Why not? I mean, if they're cheap enough, why not? Right, so this is kind of a thread. Shout out to DixielandFarm. Chris over at DixielandFarm did this. Why is this in your collection? Check out that video of his. See if other people are making this a thread. And with that out of the way, you could find me lounging to a melody. Take care, folks, and thank you for watching to the end of the video. I want people to watch, be engaged with this. So, you know, it really helps if you like the video. Consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and I will catch you in the next video, folks. Take care, and bye-bye. Thank you, folks, for tuning into this episode. If you do feel so inclined as to follow me on social media, you may gladly do so at Manza Media Art and Manza Media on every other platform. If you like prints, I've got an Etsy shop where you can see some of my original artwork and fan artwork. I'll catch you folks on the next episode of Manza Media.